Может быть вечером, не обещаю. По настроению сразу говорю. Так, раз, два, проверка звука. А, ну все, звук пошел. Всем привет. Ну, посмотрим. Я продолжаю стрим Genshin Impact. Да, знаю, многих он уже, как скажем так, мягко время достал. Ну, что сделаешь, если мне надо быстрее пройти сюжетку, чтобы можно было в ивенте поучаствовать. Ну, видел. О, и комментарии сразу. Неплохо. Так, стопе. Я... О, привет, Вань. Так, сейчас, погодите, я забыл кое-что сделать. Мне... Сейчас, секундочку. Ну, ты потом сам напишешь. Извиняюсь за эти звук. Так, сейчас, погодите, мне надо статую посмотреть, могу ли я ее возвысить. Я за кадром побегал, ежедневки повыполнял. Чё? Я же сказал привет. Ну-ка, звук. Я же сказал привет. Так, Ваня. Так, Ваня. Сам ты крыса. Так пишет, что я не молчу. Крыс, типа, игнорирую его. Так, стопэ, сорян, звук надо вырубить. А, не, мало. Я думал, там чуть-чуть осталось. Да, пускай надо ее возвысить. Так, стопэ. Так, не знаю. Ну-ка, Вань, еще раз глянь, есть звук. Ой, ну-ка, зайди-ка ты, глянь. На стрим зайди. Сейчас тебе ссылку скину. В WhatsApp. А, знаешь? Давай тогда, зайди, глянь. То сейчас начнем. Что, есть звук? Все, звук есть, можешь вырубать звук. Странно. А, все, Вань, появился, ну, ясно. Ну да, я в курсе. У меня вон, можно глянуть по FPS-ку. Чё? Так, стоп, дайте-ка я ближе подушку.
Tanuki. I'm so tired. Is this the perfect? She doesn't look very...
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban.
Oh, wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja anyway...
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato.
Так, сейчас, погодите, дайте я звук обратно наушники верну.
Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban.
Мне потом зайдешь. А, ну, так и не спам. Спасибо.
However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my... Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information.
Ну, даю самку. Для доната, сейчас скажу. Я говорил, мне компьютер нужен. Нормальный, чтобы типа с него стрим будет идти, а картинка будет с плойкой браться.
For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job. Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet.
Look.
But with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friend. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence.
Ё-моё, опять куда-то топать. Далеко надеюсь. Ну ладно, хотя бы не так далеко. Так, подойти минутку.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
Ваня, хрес память. Сделай одолжение. Паша топ. Идешь что ли куда-то?
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
Ой. Так, все, вода тут стоит рядышком. Побежали. Честно, только ушли от них.
What brings you here?
А?
Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's... Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou...
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat, and would stick to her decision.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Taka. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just...
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryo Commission. If while they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a...
Oi.
It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot out. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so bad.
Poor Tom.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about...
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
А, на получить нормально зимой. О! Устала. Так, стопа, я реально туда побежал. Значит, урон и не уточняется кому, мне или статуи. Ну не статуи, а в смысле врагу.
Ooh, let me open it.
Просто 20 опыта, понимаю. Ну хоть что-то еще ничего. А, я думал, она чуть-чуть ниже у нее дом. Я уже забыл. Так. Ладно.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super...
Extra large fire. You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse. And try to avoid burning your clothes.
what?
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on.
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
Она сказала, чтобы одежду не сожгло. Я вот представил, типа, как у ракет, только чуть, ну, типа, знаете, как деревья, баобабы, вот такого чуть меньше представил.
Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Дождаться полуночи, а сейчас сколько? А, ну пару минут дайте, я пока до статуи добегу. Она же здесь, верно? Есть метров. Место старта я аж отсюда вижу. залезть не может.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them, we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught... Is this real? Anyway, let's make our way to the set.
А, я думал, мы прям сейчас, это мы только доставили. Ну, в смысле, ракету взорвать. Ну, тут все-то каких-то 300 метров пройти. Фу, 330. Даже на вверх не залетел. Ну, я все прочитать, кстати, успел. А, стопэ. Мне даже времени хватает, чтобы все собрать тут. Все. Ваш пролагала. Да, 50 нужно для возвышения. Я так и думал, что в чудесах света будет.
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news.
I know exercise helps you grow. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
Аж покраснела тоже, сколько
Here
бежала.
you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the show. In addition, we have... Of course, it seems that Gujiaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiaya. I trust she will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Ina's...
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun.
Алло, звук.
I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so...
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yai Mikosu. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Nara...
Можно я прям отсюда пыркнуть туда? Даже из хаты не выходить.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
You're quite mistaken. So, Where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promise.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to...
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for her.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in...
So, the Tenryo Commission. They are deliberately deceiving.
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryo Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning...
So everything I've ever held on to. It's all... This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryo rebellion is successfully underway. Yep, let's...
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to...
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up...
Cut it out, Fox Lady! This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler!
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting...
Так, а теперь у меня вопрос. Даже так, да? Лишь бы меня не тпхнуло. Мне сначала надо зайти и заготовиться по хавкой. Иначе я грибу, я уверен, если сейчас бой начнется. Ну, внутри этого меча. Мне просто не хочется слишком сильно, так скажем, продуть. Аж самому смешно. Давай. Да? Так, треба вывести. Все. Готов? Да! Так, что у меня еще? Курочку. Одну, правда, да. Проблемка всего одна получилась. Сколько? 1200, а тут... А, и вот эту лучше приготовлю. У нее будет чуть больше пользы. Давай штучек 10. Может, слишком сильно, чтобы не тратиться. Ну, вот 2 грибочка, пусть я тоже приготовлю. Надо все.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make my...
Сейчас еще один данж разблокирую. Я ж пошутил насчет еще одного данжа. Так, пока загрузка, я воды дайте попью.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Ой,
Out
ой,
of
ой.
my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Опа, для начала, видите. А так. Значит, щит. Сверх ловите. Ай, блин, не так. Ладно, пофигу. Так. Стоять. Так. Раз, раз. И погнали. Раз. Один полетал. Полетал. Так, ты давай. И теперь это. Все? На ваш дяденьки. У него вопрос, что будет? На! Опа.
Glory to the Shogun!
На.
Flash!
Давайте, подходите, подходите. А.
Take this.
Fire hazard!
Brace yourself. Watch your step.
А, самурайчик. То есть серьезно по-настоящему.
Show me what you've got.
Так, давай, прыгай. Раз удар, два удар.
Feel the light! Here comes
Да,
the
даже вот так.
fireworks!
Нац, бил, успех.
Order guide you.
Нац, лови.
Gather.
No turning back!
Time for a light show!
Who goes there?
Там, ну не что, я и того насчет здесь буду еще.
Allow
С
me.
ними я вот так справлюсь. Ладно, погнали. Воевать по-настоящему. Давай, покажем.
I dare you. Take this.
Пол пойдет.
Soldiers, quick.
Все?
Don't hold back.
Storm the front! Flash!
match my bravery! Get them! This is order. Gather!
I'm a rock! Can't handle your dream! Huh! Go to ship too!
I won't forget this.
Так, стой. Стоять, стоять. А, я думал, сейчас прыгнет.
Show me what you've got!
А где он? А, вон. Тоже так, ладно. Стопай, я забыл. Вот так.
Glory to the Shogun! Strike!
Bested.
Все?
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How
Master, I...
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters? You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenri...
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report...
He just came right out.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me for too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would... So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply...
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and...
Betrayal? How can you call... The Fatui may think they are using me. But the reverse. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to the... After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior. Especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact...
But Master, what about... Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their... But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, so I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger by the name of Senor.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's...
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that... Alright then.
Ну, сделайте тише, пожалуйста. Ё-моё, сколько. А может я еще приду, раз просто чуть их побить? Я сделал таблицы. Ага, я проверил. Я устал у него проверять. Ему за 3 задачи его проверь, потом еще примеры проверь. Ё-моё. Да, я же говорю. Ему там помог чуть-чуть, правда. А он себя плохо ведет. Я знаю, что не туда шел после, я хотел глянуть, что он передумал. Ну-ка, а если просто... я думаю, подскочит. Плохо так. Полку дала ему. Да.
What's going on?
Да пол решил вам дать. Вот данжа за 2 минуты. Неплохо. Да, ну даже не за 2 минуты. За минут 15 примерно. Я знаю, что это даже много, я там не столько с ними не дался, но все-таки округлить решил.
The way people charge in here as they mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of... I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no...
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little almighty shogun. Do correct me if I... That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a... The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the... These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? They're just necessary You... Stop. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have... Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the... I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us.
I challenge you to a duel before the...
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land... I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two... You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till
Ёмин бобин, я вспомнил, что
A
это.
lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Так, вот за таких штук мне можно это сразу. Сейчас. Я знаю. Стоп. Блин, и... Так, нужно срочно переставить. Блин, сломался. Переставить. Там пофиг. А, да и сложно. Даже напрягаться, можно не напрягаться. Чё я сказать? Это холод меня замедляет, походу. Да я погрею. Вас.
Fire hazard! A festive reprise! Uh-oh.
Так, а вот это я чую. Не доставалось. Не стоит. Погреюсь.
Detestable! Time for a light show!
Так, я понял. Так, ну что ему сказать, пока слишком сильно не играем. Потихонечку, помаленечку. Все успеется. Тут стал почти не помогает, да? Блин, ловит. А, ну хорошо, там успею. Все, успел.
Detestable!
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Ой, сразу где-то тригенить. Да, что я как-то неважно играю сегодня. На расслабончике.
Into the frozen void. Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
Ай! Я понял, что это меня.
Time for a light show!
Ай, Блобин. Как мне против этого сражаться, не уходит?
Solidify!
А, что за бабушка? Не, это так не видишь. А, даже так. Ой, больно.
Solidify!
The festival ends!
Да, это...
The pale flame smolders.
Ой, о чем? А, ключиком
Feeling a little
ладно. Блин, даже так.
Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for...
Есть. Все, кино не будет. А, не будет. Пожалуйста, все. О, стихию сменил, что ли? То есть, да, это... Да. У тебя подхилили бы для разнообразия персов. А, ни жизни у них, нифига. А дед вообще дохлый валяется. Так, стопэ. Ай, блин, у меня же еда была до температуры.
Hail flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Погоди. Тут скорость накопления нужна. Так, стопэ.
Look at you, Boo Down.
Вот так, бей, пусть идет его. А я подхилюсь,
Not every wound will heal.
Let's go, let's go.
Ё-моё.
Huh, I'm here.
Надо всё
Come, put up a fight.
блин. Это камон, нафига. Понимаешь, вот от нее нахилилась. Вот нее я красивый. Да, без штов там вообще не делает ничего.
Not even ashes will remain.
Pew! I won't accept defeat.
Так, хилю ее.
Not every wound will heal. Keep back. All must burn.
Где? Есть, походу. Все, у меня. 4 секунды, да? Давай быстрее, медит нужно быстрее. Дай, есть. Все, успел. А, скушай пиццики. Блин, я тоже жрать не хочу. На, как поползла, называется. На.
Come, put up a fight.
Так.
Stabilize.
Yeah!
Yeah. Not even ashes will
Stabilize.
remain.
Стоят вы? Не быстрее. Без, как ну-ка, огонь. Вы чё?
Embrace your
Так.
searing reckoning. Embrace
Почему я
your
вон
searing
шарю?
reckoning. Who dares?
Solidify.
Me? A witch!
Это же просто так он получает. Вот фига.
Not even ashes will remain.
А, даже так, я понял, прикол. Понимаю.
Not every wound will heal.
Давай.
Yeah!
Stabilize.
Time for a light show. Here come the fireworks.
Solidify.
Keep back!
Burned too brightly.
А, понял. Так, срочно хил. Срочно хил. Я боялся отгребти от этой, а в итоге отгребаю от другой.
A witch! Not even ashes will remain!
I see your power.
Ты же сейчас сдохнешь. Ты что, жрать правда не хочешь? О, хоть чуть-чуть. Крылья почти сдох.
Solidify.
Not every wound will heal! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Take me back.
Я просто должен считал, что сейчас.
Solidify. This is order.
The fuse is lit!
Я стреляю больше немного, чем...
Who dares call me a witch?
Stabilize. Yeah.
Yeah! Time for a light show! Sayonara special!
Yeah! Yeah! Keep back!
That didn't count!
Gather.
Yeah! Keep back!
Crumble.
Yeah!
Super freeze!
Keep back! I taste blood.
По-моему, разницы не будет.
Stabilize.
Must burn!
Stabilize.
Блин, у меня ни одной...
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
хочешь быть дома? Есть. Так, теперь использую лучше нет. Ты. Все.
Keep back!
Not even ashes will remain. Embrace your searing reckoning. Not every wound will heal.
Gather!
Get back!
Fuse is lit!
Stabilize!
Давай. Есть.
Pew pew!
Solidify!
Not even ashes will remain. All must burn!
I kill you. А сколько она еще будет? Живая, что ли, еще?
Not every wound will heal.
Keep back!
Наконец-то.
So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure... The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Да, будет...
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
Можно паузу поставить?
Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
А можно на паузу поставить? Ну серьезно.
One strike from the Shogun and now Senor is gone. got what she deserved. But Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds?
Можно оставить П.
Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled.
Ай, блин, это же был способ восстановить. Блин, ладно, сейчас еще раз будет такое поставить.
Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold
Да,
for a
дайте сначала
while.
заплюсь.
There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
Что? Я могу зайти?
Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
Так, я не спеша, чтобы воду попить.
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Kenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
хила нету, что мне делать?
So, we meet again.
Что мне делать? У меня хила нема. Ой.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal... If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about... Not so. Only everything that pertains... The Vision Hut decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherent. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by... Consider this. No one will lose their life on account... Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own as... Traveler, your existence is unique in my eye. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from it. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path... That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then.
Я думал, чтобы болтать. Фу. Чё?
Your arrival has brought a deafening status.
Не хочу я. Мне же жопа.
Strike dead.
Побегу туда. Отдохну. Есть пока, да. Опа, там, блин, не успел. Дай я хотя бы ударю ее. Все. Да, молнию он не несла. Стоим, он сейчас успокоится.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Fire hazard.
Есть. В последний момент успел.
Solidify.
Картошку снесла. Привет. Видела.
Time for a light show.
Чегось? Я его щит сношу. Сношу он вопрос. Ну вот такой.
Strike dead.
Что, прыгать даже не будет? А, нет, ты прыгнула.
The fuse is lit.
This ends now. Inferior. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Fire hazard.
Бывает, больно. Why?
Stabilize. I will have order.
Только я подхилюсь. А хотя... Ладно, попробую что я сделать. Сейчас сразу щит. Должно быть не так сложно. С этой. Блин. Сейчас
I
еще
will
и...
mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Time for a light show.
Да
Strike
ё-моё.
dead. Inferior.
Регулярно щиты приходится ставить. Пипец. Полоска так слабо сдвинулась за все время. А если наверх залез, надо просто надо фонтан не выбить. А, ну такое это когда. Безусловно.
You are an enemy that requires
Я
special
убежать пытаюсь, но
attention.
дальше бьет.
This ends now.
Solidify!
Ё-моё, за один удар. Почти убила меня. Щиты полностью снимают. Что мне с тобой делать? Как мне тебя проходить? У меня вопрос. Если ты не сам пытался что-то не сделать, чтобы я лучше победил. Что-то не дает. Теперь хоть. Ну, да, она прыгнула. А сейчас прыгнула, да? Что это? Ё-моё!
Gotta watch it.
Ищи, вот так я и подамажу.
Can't handle your drink. Huh. I mean, yeah. The fuse is lit.
Вот что еще вот я надо складывать в лоб. Просто чтобы это било и себя, и до второго молнии. Так как она тут одна, я слишком сильно грибаю.
Stabilize!
Fire hazard.
Да, если она без передышки била, я бы ее точно победил.
Inferior. Strike dead. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Solidify!
Ай, вовремя упал.
Time for a light show. Scoot the ship down.
Inferior. Strike dead. Instabilities will be
Ой,
removed.
вторая фаза пошла. А, чё? А как я без щитов опять спрашивается? На щит сдох. Что ночью?
You are an enemy that
Ну,
requires
просто если
special
бы
attention.
я как бы так много не было заблокировано по логике. Потому что она ж блокирует друг друга. Чё?
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, This was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Погнали опять огревать, да?
Fire hazard!
Я говорю опять, значит опять, до такой же степени. Я думал, она опять побыстрее. Ё-моё! Стали.
A fleeting shadow.
Look at you, Foozhound!
All will be severed.
Scratch that!
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Order guide you.
Так, сделаю я.
Here comes the fireworks!
Как кума, о чем мне это?
All desire can be broken.
Ё-моё, ты что же такая? Да,
Solidify.
Ну хоть бы стал сказать. Только сказал.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Stabilize.
All will be severed. Severed. Thunder. Your verdict is decided. This one, a fleeting shadow.
Can't handle your drink.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Fire hazard! Here comes the fireworks!
Without union, all returns to silence.
Time for a light show!
Плохо.
Sever. This one, a fleeting shadow.
Так,
Special!
This is order.
Fire hazard! Go Bishop down!
так, подбили.
Your verdict is decided. Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
I will have order.
Time for a light show!
Sever.
Here comes the fireworks!
Блин, я думал, что
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Lighter, please!
Thunder.
Gather.
Sever. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
This is order.
Идеально.
Stabilize.
Thunder.
Feel the split!
Ой, хорошо.
Go Bishop down!
Получи там подбег.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Solidify!
I'm a rock!
Есть.
Look at you, food down!
Order guide you.
Есть, поймал. Эффект получил. Где тут? Надо почему.
Time for a light show! Here come the fireworks! That didn't count!
Ну, интересно, вторая фаза легче, чем первая была.
Thunder!
Gather. This is order.
Fuse is lit!
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Goes the ship down!
Только не говори, что еще не все. Я уже спарился.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? And in the power of their ambition? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and so are we to just abandon the notion of progress? For this,
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache.
Ну, сделай тише.
Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
the heavenly principles. Irrelevant. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. But is this nation worth existing for eternity?
Сделать тише, либо отчать.
Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than... I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were just...
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my...
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want...
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They can't... But I have experienced it all. That is why I...
But eternity is far too cruel of... Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but it must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining? You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was one? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now. But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that it...
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with so it will probably take me another few centuries to...
Seeing you again is a...
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be...
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward...
You are the one who's been acting
Сделай
like a
тише, у
child
тебя...
from the
Я в
very
наушниках
beginning.
слышу, как у тебя орёт.
As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yai Miko is looking for us now is because she wants...
Let me try again.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler.
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just...
Seems like someone's in it.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very...
Wait a second. Did you say, as in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. There would keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh,
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of... Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done. So anyway... Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip. As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge. Still, there's one other thing on this topic. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden children?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until... Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the
What the...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she... Still, there's one other thing on this. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it...
So...
No. The original plan was... Later, this... Some eccentric geniuses in the rank...
What?
It is, isn't it? Who can say? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal...
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Mak. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the... In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them.
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not
Малой,
personally
сделай тише,
involved
еще
in.
раз прошу.
Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding...
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished...
Wow.
I'm surprised and
Morat's still
yes.
twin god?
They won the Archon. Beelzebul is as far as the world was. In fact,
Until
Makoto died several.
losing her sister must have been super hard.
That was when A began to change.
Paimon feels like she.
I didn't spend a great deal of time.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you described. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the... That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight.
I wish you the best of... As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think...
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our...
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never... But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Huh? No.
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's cute.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, traveler. Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered with... Continue on your journey, and maybe that...
А, сразу 6 уровень. Алло, Хелм. 10 нужен, да? Плюс 200 неплохо так. Чё? Ну, а что ты говорил? Я вообще не дал, сразу говорю. Так.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
Бренный мир, вот. Так, ладно, я, пожалуй, на этом уже закончу. Ой, звук тише сделай, просил же. Так, ладно, я на этом, пожалуй, закончу. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.